Pisceans, how y'all doing? Happy October. We're going to be doing your first half of October, general reading here. In your meditation, I saw the image of the sea serpent. I saw a cobra. It does feel like an emotional time that is very much of your element, so of the water, right? Which I think is auspicious in a manner of speaking. In terms of the cobra, I really got this feeling of, really keeping your environment full of people and stimuli that has passed the test of time and gotten past the security checkpoint already, right? So I'm not necessarily feeling it's a time for like a bunch of new people and new experience. I mean, there's a great time for that, but at least over these next couple of weeks, I'm kind of feeling like really surrounding yourself with energy that is tried and true and really passed the test of time, right? Because it does feel sensitive to me. And it's kind of like when a snake sheds its skin. That's what it's most vulnerable to, predators and stimuli and all of that good stuff, right? It's something they got to do alone. So I'm really hearing that really to surround yourself with people that really get you, that don't require a whole lot of you. You know those friends you have that you've known for a while, or it feels like you've known them for a while, even if you've only known them a minute, where you can just be in your sweatpants, honey, and eating popcorn and just being yourself, and there's not a lot of effort involved. It feels like that's the ticket for you right now. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed. Okay, guess what? Your zodiac neighbor Aquarius got this too, which I'm obsessed with. So water here, right? The starfish. So this is about wishes being granted. I'm completely obsessed with this. But what I'm getting called to really speak about for you for this, especially because it's water, you guys are water. Remember when I said I saw the sea serpent and the cobra, and there was this feeling of like keeping people near you that just really see you and you just really vibe with, and there's not a whole lot of effort involved. The starfish is very much about physical appearances, right? That is an aspect of the starfish that I'm getting called to talk about right now. It's about things that you can touch and feel and really things in the 3D, but this can also be an emphasis on how things look, right? Whenever I'm doing a reading, this can come up if someone is, dieting or really focusing, sculpting their body for a marathon or something, or training their body, whatever. This comes up when there is a focus on the physical and how things appear. And I was just talking about people you can be in your sweatpants with. It really feels like your wish fulfillment is going to come from really with who you already have around you, who you already know. And it feels like a time to appreciate what you have going on, right? And that's a beautiful thing, right? Trust me, like new things, new people can be awesome and amazing, but there's kind of, at least according to me, and this is probably my Scorpio moon talking, but there's really nothing like tried and true friends and family that you don't have to edit yourself around or wonder, care about what you look like, okay? Let's see what's going on for y'all, first half of October. Okay. Okay. 4 of Cups. Here we are. So fascinating, right? More ocean imagery here. So 4 of Cups is feeling, these are offers or opportunities from the universe that look differently than you would have liked. Again, we go back to this theme of like how things look or how they appear, right? This is dissatisfaction with your lot. The 4 of Cups for me is about, it can be about loss or discontent or wishing things were different, and the 5 of Cups, or loss in general, and the 5 of Cups is the active mourning of that loss, right? So this would denote that you're kind of in a place where it's like, I'm going back to that snake shedding its skin and that being something that is best done on your own or around people that, you don't have to worry about what they think or how they're going to perceive you, right? Okay, this is freaking interesting how this is coming. Do you see how this baby here has like a turtle body and then the head of I wish I knew what that was. The head is different from the body. Do you see this? How it looks like 2 animals were splashed together, and then it's got like a mouse tail here. It actually looks like a snake tail, doesn't it? Do you see how this is a focus on the appearance? And then we're talking about the focus on the appearance. You could be feeling some dissatisfaction with either how you look or how your circumstances look. You could be feeling kind of hard on yourself about things, or you know what I'm hearing? I'm not where I thought I'd be at this point. Or that I thought it was going to go one way and it went another. You know, this dolphin in the back here holding this cup that, you know, this poor baby can't see because it's just focusing on, you know, what's going on down here with the cups in the water. You know, the dolphin represents play, absolute play, and also this sense of like high intelligence as well. I'm hearing for you. Remember, this is the past energy that could be, you know, informing the now, or you know, energy right now that could be, you know, transient in nature. But I'm hearing that there's this huge focus on physical appearances or how things appear to be. And I feel the need to say, like, things aren't always as they appear to be, and you're doing better than you think you are. Okay? Better than you think you are. Maybe it's because it's cuffing season. You know what they say about cuffing season? I really don't like that term, but anyway, cuffing season, when people couple up to endure those cold months. Anyway, here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's cuffing season now. And then there's this emphasis on how you look or how things appear. There's something in that. Look what you got here. 5 of Cups. Wasn't I just talking about 5 of Cups? Which is cool, because this is a natural progression, so you're moving forward, which is cool. But remember I said this is loss, and then the 5 of Cups is the active mourning of that loss or disappointment around how things okay, I just heard we're getting to the end of the year here, and I'm not where I thought I'd be. Okay, I'm getting a very specific message. I'm seeing an image of like family getting together around the holidays or around this time of year coming up here, and there might be thoughts coming in here of like, what am I gonna say for myself? Like, I have some good news, but it's not, I feel like I'm connecting to a group of you who last year around New Year's, this past Christmas, something, you're like, well, a year from now, this is gonna be different. I'm gonna have something else to say. I'm gonna have more to show for my efforts. And it has to do with how things appear, like around your family, or you know, who you gather with for the holidays. It's something like that, or even people, friends you haven't seen in a long time. It's like wanting to be able to say that I'm further along than where I am, and I keep hearing this. You're further along than you think you are. Okay? Yeah. Do you see how Al is so beautifully depicted here? How these cups, it's like she feels so little. It was this big table. Let yourself be where you are, please. And if you need to be a snake and sheds your skin and spend time alone, I keep hearing this whole starfish thing. The fact that this came up, yes, it's about physical appearances, but you remember what I said at the top? That it is about wishes being granted, okay? This wouldn't come up if that weren't in the energy for you. I don't feel like it's going to be tomorrow, but I feel like, you know, this is the first half of October, but I feel like it might kind of ebb and flow within the timelines here, which is why as readers we say that time is fluid. Spilled water, and you guys are water signs. I would say, you know, I'm hearing to just let yourself be where you are. And in those moments of feeling like you're not exactly where you wanted to be, or whatever that is for you, that discontent, right? I'm hearing to really click back in with what you have done, quote, right? Right? How far you actually have come. Right? Focus on what is working. You know, the more you are grateful for what you had, the more you're going to be grateful for. But I kind of feel like saying to you, just be where you are. If you need to cry it out or just kind of just be here for a moment, that's okay. That's part of the human experience. You know what I mean? Okay. So you got the Emperor here. Now he did come up in the reverse. Okay. So Emperor is Aries energy here. So this is, you know, Major Arcana here. This can be sort of a rigidity in thinking or action. This can be, you know, an influence around you or you, but it feels like this, oh, oh, weird. Do you see that monocle on the Emperor's eye there? What is this, a dodo or something? A monocle here, and it's about seeing things clearly, or, you know, things as they appear. And it looks to me like he's eating some sort of like clam that's being used as a dish or something. But the fact that this came up in reverse, because in the upright, you know, I'm getting here that the Emperor really represents black and white thinking. And I keep getting to this image of like holiday time, family time, or being around like, you know, people that, you know, you want to be able to show your stock and say, yeah, like, look at me, don't I look fabulous? Haven't I accomplished, oh yeah, I got this job. Oh yeah, I moved into my dream home, whatever that is for you. And I'm hearing to like, please release any expectations because they are limitations. You're being called to step away from that Emperor energy of, you know, absolutes and rigidity of thinking. And this is, you know, this is what success looks like because this is what it looks like for other people. Like I literally see this image, for, just an example for those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving. You know how you go around the table and everyone, well, not everybody, but just an example. Some people go around the table and say what they're thankful for. And I'm seeing it get to you, like the Piscean collective, and being like, wah, wah. But I don't feel like that's the reality of it, my beautiful Pisceans. It feels like you may not be seeing yourself or your lot clearly at the moment, okay? You have some wish fulfillment coming up here. It's just not, you know, right now. Okay, they're showing me something very specific. Cinderella. They're showing me Cinderella. Cinderella had it rough, okay? Especially because she had it all and then she lost it. And that can be even more difficult if you never had it to begin with. Remember, she had the happy family, mommy, daddy, and then mom died. And, you know, then dad died, stuck with this stepmother and these evil stepsisters. She never let it get her down. She was always singing a song. I know that's kind of like cliche and a trope, but that's what they're showing me. Oh, and when you wish upon a star, that song, right? I think that's from Cinderella, I believe. There's something in that, okay? Okay, I would never advise this, but I just heard fake it till you make it. Sometimes that really does help just for yourself, right? So in the theater, it's acting, there's something called like the magic if, right? Act as if you already have what you desire. Act as if you already have the physical appearance that you desire, right? There's something in that. And then the feeling will follow and become real, right? Because you're embodying that energy regardless of your given circumstances, okay? Clarifier for the Four of Cups. Some of you could be in the entertainment business as well, okay? That can be rough. That's definitely all about appearances. Suki. Queen of Cups. Yep, you better work. So she's the most intuitive queen there is, right? She's the most intuitive of all the queens. Pisces also, you're one of the more intuitive signs, aren't you? And you've got the starfish here with the water energy. The fact that it's clarifying this Four of Cups here, cups everywhere all over this reading, right? This is exactly what I was saying about really seeing things clearly. Go from a feeling perspective because there is this feeling of like seeing or feeling that things are worse than they actually are. It feels emotional, right? And I'm just hearing that like you really, I'm gonna say it for the 100th time, I keep hearing it. You are doing better than you think you are. You're further along than you think you are. What you desire is a lot closer than you feel it is, right? Careful here with this Four of Cups and Five of Cups and you know, the Emperor here. Your advice is to let yourself be where you are. Go with the ebb and flow of things. That's really what I'm hearing for you, okay? You know what I'm also hearing? If you're in the, when we all can do this, darlings, we all can do this, where we play the comparison game. This can happen when we're on social media and we're looking through other people's feeds or around that Thanksgiving table or whatever, right? We're hearing about how other people are doing. Please keep something in mind. People are going to consciously present to you the best version that they possibly can. Very seldomly is it the reality. Are things as they appear to be? Back to the starfish. If only more people were honest when you meet up or hang out. It's like, you know what I mean? But just remember that. Just remember that, okay? Five of Cups. And remember, comparison is the thief of joy, okay? I even think that staying off social media for a minute, if it triggers you in that way, is gonna be helpful, okay? Social media breaks are always good, I think. Five of Cups. You don't say. We got the Hermit. Was I talking about the Hermit earlier? Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking about it. The Hermit, Virgo energy here. You know, the Hermit is absolutely taking some time out to glean inspiration and see, feel, and understand things clearly. Guess what? This is also the card of the empath. Okay? The empath, if you're empathic, if you are an empath, that is a psychic ability, by the way, which makes it different from an HSP, which is a highly sensitive person. They're similar, but being an empath is actually a metaphysical or supernatural or psychic, however you want to put it, ability. Okay? You feel other people's feelings as your own, right? The Hermit needs to go and be with their own energy for good lengths of time so that they can recharge and see what's theirs and what are other people's. The fact that this is clarifying the Five of Cups and I keep talking about are things as they appear and how is your perspective? Because look at the perspective here. Alice is so small compared to what's not working, which seems so big and looming. I'm hearing that a healthy dose of perspective is much needed, and it's going to come from you taking some time out from other. Okay. I feel for a group of you are empaths or you have empathic abilities anyway, where you're susceptible to the energies or thought forms or words of others. I feel like some of you are around people who are comparison addicts or what are they called? One-uppers? You know, those who constantly feel the need to one-up you, like you have good news and then they're like, oh, well, I have the best news. Like, oh, I got a brand new Prius. And they're like, oh, I got a brand new Mercedes, which is also as environmentally safe as a Prius, but it's a Mercedes, like whatever. It's kind of a bad example, but you see where I'm going with this? Comparison is the thief of joy, and I don't feel like it's real. You are doing so much better than you think you are, or than it appears. The Emperor, please. Three of Swords. Okay. Okay, darlings. So Three of Swords is heart pain, obviously. Do you remember when I said to be where you are? You know, we're in a 3-year. We're almost out of it, which is good if you ask me. But you know, when we're in a 3-year, when things are really good, it's like being in your own Disney musical good. But then when they're not good, it's like I can't see the forest through the trees, about to, you know, like throw myself into the deepest ocean and just float there. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. And the Three of Swords here with the Emperor here, I feel like the tonic to this Three of Swords and these Emperor here is to please, again, release any expectations. They are limitations. Comparison is the thief of joy. You're much further along than you think you are, and what you desire will be yours. Just please trust in the divine timing of it, and there's a reason and a season for everything, okay? And again, I'm really hearing to surround yourself with people that it's very little effort to be, okay, they're telling me. Okay, something that you can notice for yourself, my intuitive darling Pisceans. Notice how you feel after you either speak to people or are around them. If you feel like you have more energy than you did before, or if you feel like you have less. That is a huge key, but you gotta notice it. Right? So if you get off the phone with someone or you hang out with someone and you feel tired or a little bit drained, that is the universe communicating to you that they are taking your energy but not supplying it back to you. Now, we're not saying that makes them a bad person. We're not even saying that they are cognizant that that's what they're doing. But either way, your two energies together, they're taking and you're giving and not really receiving back. I don't know if it's, you know, it's not necessarily always going to be that way. It could just be during this time period. Please be cognizant. Or on the flip side, if you hang out with someone and you feel a little extra pep in your step, or you just feel, you know, as good as you did before, whatever that is. Okay? But anything that takes and is not reciprocal in energy or in nature, it ain't the time for all that. Okay? Let's get a goddess for my beautiful Pisceans. That one wants to come out. Okay. And I feel like it's the bottom one too. Okay. Let's talk about this. So we got Green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. I have to tell you, I feel like this is directly speaking to the Queen of Cups and the Hermit, okay? Which is about turning to your intuitive sphere, these helping guides and angels, whoever that is for you, for comfort and perspective, Okay? Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. And it's funny because the Hermit is about taking alone time and really separating your energy, but I feel like this is also speaking to those good friends that I spoke of that are time tested, got through the security checkpoint, right? They're gonna refill and refuel you right now, I feel like is the point of this, okay? If you need to be here for yourself and ask of your friends right now, and you need that more than you're able to give, it's okay, because you always give. That I know about Pisceans. You always give, always give. Now we also got Ishtar, boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So you see what I'm saying? Or you see that the counterpoints here? Don't do everything yourself. Say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Remember I was saying demands on time and energy? This is about, again, surrounding yourself with people that have passed the test of time and bring you up, not take from you. You guys always give. You always are givers. You're always giving, even when you don't even realize it. People benefit from your presence, right? As a Piscean, as a beautiful, intuitive water sign. Water is a nourisher, right? Water is a nourisher. So water and the starfish, right? So if you just need to okay, I need to be nourished right now, great. And if I can leave you with anything, my beautiful Pisceans, is you are doing better than you think you are. Keep hearing that over and over and over and over and over. Okay? All right, my darling Pisceans, I so hope that this was of help. I'm sending you all the love and blessings and goodness in the world. Have some pumpkin spice on me. I feel like it makes everything better. And with that being said, I am doing personal readings again. I don't know for how much longer. All that info is below this in the description box or what have you. And as always, just thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.